The next preposition we will study is the preposition beneath. The speaker applies the preposition beneath to signify the relationship that the subject of the preposition is attached to the lower position, lower part in the entire structure that the object of the preposition is formed in. There is a clause. The drawer is stuck beneath the school desk. In this clause, the preposition beneath reveals that the subject, the drawer, exists under the object, the school desk. The speaker applies the preposition beneath to signify that the subject, the drawer of the preposition is attached to the lower part of the entire structure that the object of the preposition has. The next preposition we will study is the preposition below. The speaker applies the preposition below to signify the relationship of the absolute position that the subject of the preposition exists in the lower position than the position of the object of the preposition. That is the absolute standard to discern the position indicated by the subject of the preposition. Just like the preposition above, the preposition below sets the object as the absolute standard that is hard to change. There is a clause. Today's temperature is below 0 degrees Celsius. In this clause, the object of the preposition below is stated as 0 degrees Celsius. That is the absolute standard that is hard to change. The speaker intends to reveal that the subject, today's temperature, exists lower than the absolute standard stated as the object of the preposition below. The speaker applies the preposition below to signify the relationship of the absolute position that the degree indicated by the subject, today's temperature of the preposition, is lower than the object, 0 degrees Celsius, of the preposition as the absolute standard. The numerical determiner 0 to describe the noun degrees as plural, so that the phrase of the noun 0 degrees forms a phrase of nouns with the proper noun Celsius, because the number 1 is only considered as the most basic unit. This explanation is about the number 0 and the fact that the number 0 is considered as the plural number. This can be understood in a prior context to deal with degrees by the speaker. In the prior context, the speaker deals with 0 degrees in the plural context. So we can understand that the number 0 can be considered singular number according to the prior context. The next preposition we will study is the preposition under. The speaker applies the preposition under to signify the relationship of the relative position that the subject of the preposition exists lower than the object of the preposition. The speaker sets the object of the preposition under as the relative standard that is easy to change. There is a clause, I take you under the tree. The speaker applies the preposition under to signify the relationship of the relative position that the subject, you, of the preposition exists in the position lower than the position that the object, the tree of the preposition exists in. The object of the preposition under the tree is able to be set into the other object. So we can understand that the object of the preposition under is a changeable object for determining the position of the subject of the preposition under, who are the listeners. The next preposition we will study is the preposition underneath. The reason why the speaker indicates an object as the object of the preposition underneath is that the speaker considers the composition of the object unspecified. The speaker applies the preposition underneath to signify the relationship between the subject of the preposition that is operated according to the unspecified way that the object of the preposition is composed and the object of the preposition. There is a clause, Jesus Christ reveals the solution underneath the phenomena. The speaker states the clause to set the object indicated by the phrase of the noun, the phenomena, as the object of the preposition underneath, because the objects are composed in the unspecified way. The speaker sets the object as the unspecified object. The speaker applies the preposition underneath to signify the relationship that the subject, the solution of the preposition is the result of the inductive analysis that is the core underlying in the object, the phenomena of the preposition with the unspecified composition. Thank you for watching.